Claire inherited her grandmother's old farmhouse, she thought it would be a fresh start. The house stood isolated on a windswept hill, its weathered boards creaking under the weight of decades. The locals had always avoided the place. They whispered about how Claire's grandmother had spent her final years rambling about them. Claire dismissed it as the lonely delusions of an old woman. The first night was quiet, save for the rustling wind, but on the second night Claire heard faint whispers drifting from the attic. She froze, listening. The sound was soft at first, like leaves brushing against the window, but soon, distinct words emerged. "Why are you here?" Claire grabbed a flashlight and crept up the narrow staircase to the attic. The door groaned open, revealing a cold, dusty space filled with cobwebbed trunks and forgotten memories. The whispers stopped. She scanned the room, her flashlight catching the glint of an old mirror propped against the far wall. Her breath caught. The mirror's surface seemed cloudy, as though shrouded in mist, but she could make out faint figures shifting within it. Faces pressed against the glass, their hollow eyes watching her. "Get out!" a voice hissed from behind her. She spun around, but no one was there. The next day, Claire found a box of her grandmother's belongings. Inside was a faded journal, its pages filled with rambling notes about the attic. "The mirror is a doorway." One entry read, "They're trapped, but they want out." That night, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. Claire locked herself in her bedroom, but the voices seeped through the walls, pleading and angry. "You shouldn't have come. We're waiting. Let us in." At midnight, the temperature in the house plummeted. Claire's bedroom door rattled violently, and a cold draft swept under it. The mirror in the attic, she could feel its pull, as though the entire house were drawing her toward it. Against her better judgment, she grabbed a crowbar and headed back to the attic. She didn't believe in ghosts. She couldn't. But the whispers clawing at her sanity left her no choice. The attic was frigid, the air heavy with the smell of mildew and something metallic. The mirror glowed faintly, the mist inside roiling as shadowy figures pressed against the glass, their faces distorted in agony. She raised the crowbar and swung it at the mirror. The glass shattered with an ear-splitting scream, shards flying across the room. For a moment, there was silence. Then a cold, suffocating darkness spilled out of the broken mirror, enveloping Claire. The next morning, a passing traveler saw the farmhouse windows boarded up and the attic door nailed shut. No one ever saw Claire again. But on quiet nights, locals swear they can hear whispers from the old farmhouse, faint and pleading. "Help us.